Yo, what up, everybody? This is your boy William Truth and McNeil.
Chantel, the boss for them.
Darius Stone, DJ Smooth Spitter,
And we are the Positive Impact Crew.
You can catch us every Sunday 2 to 4.
Flavor 105.5 FM.
Woo!
100.5 FM, the Positive Impact Show. William?
Boom!
You know what? He done took the whole Steve.
This is Chantel, the boss of
I do not have a list,
Son?
though. I don't have a list, though.
I don't have a list, though. I don't have
That's
a
not right. I'm going to make sure you don't get no food down.
Nah, please make sure I get something, because, I'm not in the mood today. How are you doing?
All I know is for it to have been a short week, it's been long. It's been crazy all week. Starting from Martin Luther King breakfast.
Okay, all right.
On Monday.
Yeah. That was just past Monday?
Yeah.
That feels like that was a couple weeks ago.
Exactly,
Right?
but it was just this past Monday.
Wow. Was that the one at Quinn Sig where they were tossing old people?
Now, I didn't see that and I was there. I'm just saying, I didn't see it. I was there, but I didn't see that happen. So I can't say if it did or if it didn't.
So you're saying that's like Illuminati or something?
All I'm saying is I ain't see it. Huh?
Your mic. I can't hear you.
Really?
Yeah, I really can't.
That's weird.
Okay, there we go. See, I can hear you better now. See?
So, all I can say is I ain't see it.
Oh,
And I was right there.
Okay.
Along with other people that didn't see it either.
So you're saying it's like the Illuminati?
I'm just saying it's one of those things where apparently I blinked too fast and I missed it.
Okay. A lot of stuff did happen this week, though.
This week
is crazy. Yeah, it was.
This week is bananas.
But before we continue, I'd like to introduce the baddest DJ on this side of Chandler Street, DJ Smooth Spinner. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Just glad I survived the blizzard.
Oh yeah. It's hard to. I'm torn. I can't feel bad for the people who had the blizzard because we just had one where we had
a year ago
that was more snow than any of these places I'm hearing about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
So it's hard to feel bad for them, but then at the same time, like 14 people died.
True.
So you got to feel bad for them. But I mean, just saying, if it was New Englanders, they would have made it. They would have made it.
They would have been barbecuing
They're
outside.
still been shopping at Walmart.
Listen, true indeed.
So,
because they used to it. They used to it up here. It's not the same when it's in parts of the states that don't really get that much snow. But all I know is I was at the nail salon yesterday.
Okay.
Get my nails done, right? Because I'm like, I'm going to get my nails done because I have meetings back to back, right?
Mm-hmm.
All I know is I saw the mayor of New Jersey and the mayor of New York talking about all that stuff. And I'm like, yo, did he just say mass? And that's all I heard was mass DPA. What was it? Something.
Mm-hmm.
He said something. And I was just like, yo, I really hope that wind shift does not come this way. Because I was not prepared for no snow. Like, you have food in the house, but I was not prepared to see the snow, and I definitely wasn't prepared to shovel the snow.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't nothing. Yeah.
I mean, so I'm all right, but my family in New York, they got hit hard, though.
Everybody got family in New York but me.
Really?
Everybody got family. Oh, that's my family in New York.
My in-laws are in New York, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so before we continue, I'd like to introduce our special guests for the day.
He's not even a guest.
Our
He is a part
guest.
of the team.
No, we got our special guests for the day. It is.
Lil'
it
Mama.
is, no. Our special guest. It is the voice of the voiceless.
Oh, Lord.
Oh wait, they're not here. Oh, that was last week. They were on the. Nope, they weren't there last week either.
They're supposed to be here next week.
He's Steve Harvey in our
Yo, he's straight throwing shots.
They're just the voiceless. They're just the voiceless now. They.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna pick something with you though. Wait, yes, I got beef with you.
With me.
I got beef
All right,
with the
all right.
co-host.
Okay, so shots. We got to.
Wait,
Shots fired Sunday's back.
You up there? But I got you got a song.
Oh, did you hear that? You got to put your headphones on.
Do it now. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Shots
Okay.
fired. So I'm in my feelings
Okay.
a little bit.
Okay.
So I noticed my co-host is thebomb.com when it comes to news. Right?
Okay, right.
He writes it out how it is.
Truthandnews.net, yeah.
Yes. And every Tuesday, well, he goes Sunday through Sunday, right?
Yeah.
But every Tuesday, he makes sure to let people know that Voice of the Voices is on Tuesday, right?
Right.
So I'm reading his post today
Oh, yeah.
on Sunday, ain't nothing in there about the Positive Impact Show. And to tune in for us from 2 to 4 today on 105.5 FM. I just want to understand how that happened.
So Darius Stone is here.
Look.
Let's give a shout out to Darius Stone in the hazy. Darius, how are you doing? Your dreads is coming along.
You know what?
How are you doing?
July.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. My arms are sore, my dreads is long, and they need retwisting.
Yes, they do.
But yeah, my arms are sore. That blizzard had me hurting fierce. Oh wait, that was only the 1 inch that we got so far.
Look, I'm so done.
Look, I'm just saying, how you gonna get me amped up about a blizzard? I have my coat sitting on the hanger by my door, so I knew.
Waiting for it.
Yes, I was waiting for it.
But
Then
they
I heard
didn't
that
say
word.
a blizzard though.
No,
they
they told us
said
blizzard.
if the wind shifted, otherwise we get 1 to 3.
Look, people in my house watch Channel 5. Channel 5 be screwing the hell up in my house. Okay?
Maybe you need to change the channel.
Yeah, I keep telling them go to 4.
Change the
I tell them
channel.
go to 4. Hell, go to 7. Even go to the local news, because at least they keep it real. But
You talking about Channel 3?
at least they keep it real when it comes to the weather.
Channel 3?
When it comes to the weather, they know it's coming.
Channel 3?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure it was Channel 3.
Channel 3. I mean, what channel is it now? Like, we have charter in our house, and I can't find that on regular.
I think it's
911.
193 though.
Is it 193? So they
think
better
it's
change that to channel 193 or something. But
Y'all are crazy.
I went
Alright.
outside, boots ready, gloves ready.
It was
1 inch.
still brick outside yesterday.
Yes,
Don't
it
act
was.
like it wasn't brick.
I'm not gonna lie, it was cold, but I thought I was gonna be able to walk. I stepped over like a good couple cars, basically, as much snow as we got. Oh wait, we only got like a sprinkle, didn't we?
I am done with you. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
But my homegirl live in Baltimore. She told me she basically can't leave her apartment complex.
No, they got a lot
So
of stuff.
they go
29.2.
Big ups to me. Hope you can get out safely. But damn, we lucked out.
Yeah, for the first one. First go around. That's all I can say. Come back. What you danging over there? Why everybody danging? I know.
Whoa.
Listen,
Look, that's his people.
that was this time last year. I don't feel sympathy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like this. I'm warm. I don't have no quorums, no problems. I'm good.
So
We got to talk about Flint.
yeah, we got to talk about Flint a little bit. I still cannot believe
That you didn't
Martin
write
Luther King
flavor?
was Monday. Oh, okay. So yeah, let me address
Yeah,
that.
because I knew you was trying to get away from it.
Let me address that. So, we got to give a shout out to little mama, Miss Willow Allison, here in the house.
Look, I'm about to turn this mic off.
Okay,
Shut
now-
down.
All right, no, I'm okay. Let me explain what happens on.
What happened?
Let me explain what happens on Tuesdays as opposed to Sundays. Okay. So on Tuesdays, there's usually no news.
Are you crazy?
There's really nothing going on Tuesdays.
There's always something going on.
No. You know why? Because
Look, he said, no. You know why?
So here's what happens, right? All the news on Saturday and Sunday, nobody's really there to report it until Monday. So Monday's like the big news rush. Then Tuesday is kind of like, if nothing really, really big happens on Monday, then Tuesday is just like a redo of Monday. So Monday, I don't really got that much to talk about. So I'm like, okay, let me give them a shout out. Let me show, by example, that I am not prideful. I can give other people shout outs and I can uplift other people in the city and not have to be like, oh, it's only about 105.5. So I do that. But then when Sunday comes, look, man, kids gotta get their heads done. Girls gotta get their heads done. There's 6 of them. They all gotta get their hair done. I'm trying to type. Gee, what are you typing for? We gotta go to church. It's church. What you doing? I didn't get ready. Joy, I'm gonna be ready if you just stop nagging me and let me finish typing. Then I gotta tag. Listen, I have to tag 395 people.
He said 390.
I have to tag them in my blog. Does anyone here read my blog?
Apparently, since I saw. Look, apparently I read it because I noticed I wasn't in it.
Don't put my hand down. You have a blog?
Look.
Shots fired!
And I'm quick with the button.
Just say,
And I'm quick with the button. I read it because I get tagged in it, so I can't help not read it. Did you just call him a nappy-headed what? Apple.
That's how I don't do a lot of reading, I guess.
Look, you do reading.
Support your
I
people,
only read
mister.
if I have to.
I understand.
Support your people.
Like, I read it on Tuesday. I got
Listen,
papers.
Look, I gotta write like 5 when I go home.
That hurts my feelings. It's only like a couple paragraphs here and there with pictures.
Okay, but you do write a lot.
And a
Yeah.
prayer.
Yo, son,
Yeah.
I be sitting there like, why am I still reading? And I gotta read this book today. Like, you definitely write a lot. That's why I say you do what you do and you do it well.
Thank you, appreciate it.
But don't forget us on Sunday again.
I won't forget it on
Okay.
Sunday. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Shots
Well,
fired.
put
Shots
down.
fired. The. Yeah, but don't do that again though.
All right.
That ain't cute.
So it's hard.
What?
It's pride that I have. I wrestle with pride a lot. So when I get
But
told
you
things
just
like
said-
"Don't do that again," and it's like I gotta take it on the chin because it was my fault. So and I've been doing that a lot this weekend too. So I guess
You
it's
know,
just
I
something
also noticed that your ring changes every week. How many wedding rings do you have?
a gang amount.
Is
of
it because
weddings.
you lost them at one time, so you just bought a lot, or do you just have extra wedding rings just because?
I get them, I get them every once in a while. If I see one I like, I say, "Oh, that's cool. I like it." Why can't you be fashionable when you're married? Who says you have to be boring when you're married?
Okay,
You
what
know
what
what?
is being bored having one
No,
wedding
boring.
ring?
Nah, you
Okay,
know,
but
you on
being
to something
boring-
too.
Get your life.
No.
Now explain to me, because when you get married,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
You pick out these wedding rings together, right?
Right. And the woman, they get 2 rings. They get the wedding band with the
Not all
diamonds.
women.
Most.
Not
most.
all.
But it's common for a woman to get a diamond, the diamond set.
Yeah, and you get the
they
little
get the
second
nice
ring.
little rock. And what do the men get? A washer.
What is?
You get a washer. You know the things that go over
Yes,
nothing.
I
but- yeah.
know.
So that's
But
that's
no,
what we get.
I
So-
definitely agree that the men should have like.
Something
Mendici
dope.
got the diamond,
Yeah.
Jim Jones got the diamond.
Right.
Like, I'm all for that. But why would you change it, though, every week if that's the ring that you guys both picked out and that's supposed to be your wedding ring?
It doesn't matter what ring I'm wearing. It matters the finger that I'm wearing it on. As long as I'm
Does it?
wearing it, yes. As long as I'm wearing it on my wedding ring, on my wedding finger, it shouldn't matter. When I still pass my coffee to the woman at the at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, and she looking at me like I'm a
I
happy
can take that whole,
and I'm holding my boobs and everything.
Look, I'm so done
As
with
long
him.
as she sees that I have that ring on, then that should be all that matter. You know, my wife, she gets annoyed about that too. Like, she'll be like, "Another ring? You bought another ring? This is why bills don't get paid." Oh,
Oh.
that's something different. That's something different. I'm shots firing on myself right now.
He really should.
Just keep me on, man. So
Yeah.
I know. All right, I'm going to keep you on so you do it whenever you want.
Okay. All right, we got to get some more sound effects up in here too.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking that too.
Yeah, we do. I mean, because listen, we the best. We the best.
We are.
Yeah.
And we keep it 100, like, for real.
Yeah, we got to start acting like we the best. So
We don't act like we the best? I think we're a little too humble to do that. You don't think so?
I think we need to be doing so. I think we need to be holding people accountable more. I think more shots fired should be happening. I think if there's not someone mad at us, then we're not doing our job right.
I got you.
There's no excuse for Voices of Voices to not be here. And them are my family. Like you just said, I just got in trouble for them because I bigged them up every Tuesday. Now, every Tuesday, without fail, I'm here talking about checking them. I'm mentioning all their nicknames.
Yo, son, I be looking like,
Yo,
oh my God,
you
he's
do
still
be putting
writing.
down hella
He's
nicknames
still
too,
writing.
Yeah.
Nate Kunta Kinte, Barack King X.
You definitely
Keith,
get them
the
all.
most humble man to walk the God, and they can't show up here in 2 Sundays.
And I gotta give you
So
props.
they got a
I can't
stomach
remember
bug.
any of that.
You know what I'm saying? That's it's like I'm giving love, and I don't feel like I'm getting it back. So I'm in my bag.
And you know what? Talking about that. So you know relationships are always complicated, right?
Yep, always, yes.
And if you're in a relationship, right, and you have that one person, male or female, giving more love than the other,
Right.
right? And then that one person expresses that lack of love, right, from the other, and the other one is just not receptive to it. What do you do in that? From a man's perspective, what do you do in that aspect?
From a man's perspective, you're supposed to continue to give that love. So when you stand at the end of the day, when it's time for you to meet your maker, you can say, I did everything that I could. That relationship, or even not in front of your maker, but in front of a judge, in front of a divorce judge. I did everything I could to continue that relationship. It just didn't work out. I can only give 100%. I can't give 150 that he refuses to give or she refuses to give.
And I agree with that because I definitely think, and I'm not saying that. Well, women definitely love different than men. We're a lot more emotional. We're a lot more clingy. There are some emotional men out there. There are some clingy men out there.
I am one of them. I'm too. Why do you think I'm married? You know why I'm never getting a divorce? Because there ain't no other female on earth that would put up with me. None.
And the fact that you love your wife.
Yeah, that too. But I'm saying,
I can't. Oh my goodness! But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of dead weight going around.
No.
Yes, there is.
Nope.
There's a lot of dead weight, and people stay in things because they're comfortable. People stay, and that's in all realms, relationships, jobs, because they're comfortable and they know that they are safe in that space. But I think people really need to wake up.
No, I disagree.
Really?
Yes.
I think people need to wake up. People are sleeping.
Okay, so number one is a lot of times those people who say, I'm giving all the love and I'm not getting it anymore, they're not realistic. People change. You are not the same. You are not the same when we started. When I started here, you are different now than you were when I first started. Spinner is different now than he was when I first started.
What's different about me and Spinner? What's different about me and him?
You're comfortable.
We're comfortable. Is he comfortable?
I was comfortable from the jump.
I was comfortable when they said, "Hey, you got the spot." Yeah. I was cool.
I was comfortable from day one.
You was comfortable.
Did you just say you felt like you were about to die when you walked up in this building talking like
I was scared. No, but I'm talking about when I found out my life wasn't on the line anymore. I was comfortable. So here's what happens. Here's what happens with Spinner. And ask Frankie Paul. What did Frankie Paul complaint about Spinner was? The man don't talk, you know. I asked him to talk and not talk, and refused to talk.
He didn't refuse to talk. He just didn't talk a lot.
What about the boy don't talk? I asked him to talk. So he wouldn't talk. Now Spinner be talking all the time. I have to be playing, football with the microphone because Spinner be wanting to say stuff now. Spinner's not the same when I first got here.
Okay, and how about
You talking right now?
No.
He's a host. Spinner became the DJ to a host. He's a host
But
now.
I only talk when I have something to say, man.
And that is what he has always done. But he said that from the
He got a lot
gate.
more to say now, man.
All right. So what's different about me from the time you stepped on the scene? Okay, why you in
The Scholar Watch just comes up into the studio and just starts telling people.
Have I changed from day one of starting the show?
Yeah.
How have I changed?
Well, you're probably, I would say, more in control.
Yeah. The boss.
I was given a title.
You were
Given
talking,
the title and you play that
but
title to
you weren't owning it. Now
Yeah.
you're owning what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, come off more confident and all that. So.
Yep, I started calling her the boss. But when I first started here, she didn't have no control. I was like, why are we standing outside? She's like, because they ain't giving me a key. They refused to give me a key.
Oh,
now she
that wasn't my fault now.
She got keys to come up in here now. She don't wait for nobody. She don't do nothing.
All right, you got that one. But anyway.
So anyways, my point was, in every relationship, the person that you say I do to is not the
Or
person
it's not,
that you are.
everybody's not married either, so I don't want
Okay,
people
so
to
it
think that
doesn't
it's
matter.
just
In a relationship,
married.
you still say I do. In a relationship, you say I do. No one go. Yeah, in a relationship, you say I intend to be with this person. So if you can roll your eyes.
Look, why are you talking all out loud? I didn't roll my eyes. That was not on camera, son. I did not roll my eyes.
It kind of was. That's the thing.
Yes, sir.
It wasn't on camera though.
Yeah, it was.
really
But when you, I'm gonna go back and check the tape.
I am too because I'm editing.
Okay. So your relationship, you are making a commitment to be with that person. Even if it's like a summer thing, you're still making a commitment to be with that person. As time goes by, you grow.
Indeed.
Whether it's for the better or for the worse, you grow. So you change. So to have the same expectations from that person when they've changed and they've grown into something different, that's unrealistic.
I agree with that.
So that's why in sickness and health, in rich and poor, for better, for worse, you're supposed to stay with that person. If not, don't get married.
And on that note, we're going to take a pause for the call.